All right, so my last two trips in here, I've missed this trail. Don't know how, I just didn't look left in time before the first lake. But this trail goes up to another lake. I'm headed back up this way. Okay, here I am, third trip in 2 weeks. Upper Double Lake. Let's see, it is, what is it? It's Friday, August 25th. It took me just under 2 hours to get in here. This will be my third trip in 2 weeks because the lake fish is pretty good, or it has my past 2 trips in here. I had hoped to do some exploring over here. In the past, I've gone over to the upper side of the lake and fished there, and I've done well. So I was kind of hoping to work my way over to start over here, but the fly in the ointment is the wind direction. So, you know, it's always best to fish the windward side of the lake, which is going to be over here. So I'll probably just head to my old spot, and then maybe if things change later, I'll come back. Okay, good morning. It is Friday, August 25th. I'm in west central Montana at a lake that I have been fishing twice in the last 3 times. This is my third trip in the last 2 weeks because it fishes well. Fish rising behind me. May have a chance of precipitation later this afternoon. I've done real well here my past 2 trips. Didn't see anybody at the trailhead, no cars, I was the only one there, but I did see, what was it, 3 or 4 hikers going down the trail, and I'm guessing they were CDT through hikers. So the bad news is I'm standing on the bank, and the good news is there's fish rising out there, so I'm gonna rig up and get to it. Okay, it is 10:45 a.m. I'm about ready to hit the water. For my flies and my rig, I'm kind of doing the same setup I've done the previous couple of weeks. I've got 2 nymphs under a strike indicator with a 15-foot leader. The dropper is a green cheek dial Bach, and then the point fly right there. The point fly is the Clearwater version of the zucchini, which is a chironomid pupa, very popular in British Columbia. This is the Clearwater version, so it's got a black bead and white antron gills on the front, and then the rib is silver instead of the usual red. So this has worked very well for me the last couple weeks, particularly in this lake. So it's time to hit the water, and hopefully this continues to work. All right, first cast. I hope. Here we go. A little bit of a breeze this morning on the lake, which is not a bad thing. And there were fish rising before the breeze came up, so we'll see what happens here. There's a little bit of deep water out here. It's going to be tricky with this breeze like this, crosswinded like this, but we'll manage. The biggest issue with this being in the water like this is I've got grass behind me, and I've had a tendency to snap the point fly off on the back cast. So anyway, more to come. All right, hooked my first fish. Been fishing for about 5 minutes. We'll cut. I think what he did is he hit the strike indicator first, then I think he went and took the flies. All right. Look like he hit the dial Bach as well. Yep. So he's about a foot. There we go. All right, let's see here. All right, here we go. First fish. There we go. Back you go. All right. Let's make another cast out here. Get this fly untangled here. Oh wow, that's not good. There we go. All right. So there's a breeze and it's blowing right towards me, which is pretty much ideal. Wish it was a little less, but that's all right. There's nothing wrong with this. So I'm surprised there's a little bit more of a breeze today than I thought there would be, but that's all right. I need to be careful because one of the issues I've had before is with these, with all this grass behind me is snapping off flies on the back. My last outing here, which was very successful, I lost a lot of flies. That was a terrible cast. But we'll fish it and see what happens here. I may have tangled the flies there. All right, I got another one. I've had two of them nab the indicator like they did before. This one hit the Chironomid. Pretty cuts in here. Got a little bit too much line out, I think. All right. Okay. Another one about a foot long. Back you go. Alright, I got another one. And I lost him. Alright, a little bit of a lull. I lost two. And then, and one was a nice fish. And then there's been kind of a lull here. And finally I've lulled for the last several minutes, I guess. Last 10-15 minutes. Right, now I got another one. He's nice, he's alright. Again, he hit the dial balk. There we go. Alright. So I hope he released himself. I hope he didn't take my flies with him, but alright, here we go. Yep, another 12-inch fish, which is fine. They're well built, they're muscular, they fight good. Back you go. Alright, very next cast. I got another one. So this is 4. And I can't tell, he may have hit the, I don't know what he hit. Yeah, I think he may have hit the Chironomid. Nope, he hit the dial balk. Alright, little cut. Alright. Let's see here. Ooh. It's always tough when they're hooked in the upper jaw. Sometimes the fly gets twisted, and that's exactly what happened here. So, all right. Okay, flies out. Another well-built fish. This one he might go 13. I don't know. All right, bud. There you go. There you go. All right. back you go. So I'm not sure. I got another fish here, and he really ran and pulling hard. He feels like a decent sized fish. I mean, he really ran too. Boy, he did. Well, he's not that big, but not as big as I don't think he is. Oh, I hooked him. Yeah, so he's hooked in the belly. That's why. That's why he felt big. All right, well, okay. All right, another nice cut. This one's about 13. I could catch these all day. That's why I like this lake. They're muscular fish, 12 to 13 inches. There's a lot of them. This is like my 5th or 6th one. All right. So I just hooked and lost one. I got another one here. And I've been seeing there's a big fish out here that's working. He looks to be about 14, 15 inches. What's going on here? Huh. All right. And he hit the Chironomid. So the Chironomid I'm using is it's called a zucchini. This one is tied with a silver rib. There's a couple different, there's four different versions of it, but it's real popular in British Columbia. And I've been using it the last couple weeks, and it's been really good. Really good. All right. And there he is. I don't know, 6, 7, something like that. Been fishing for an hour and a half, maybe. There he goes. So I don't know, it's, I don't even know if it's noon yet. It may be noon. This is like my 9th fish, something like that. I've been fishing for an hour and a half, maybe. I don't know. This one's kind of made a mess of my leader, though. Pretty little cut, though. Very pretty cut. He hit the dial back. All right. All right, here we go. This is another pretty cut. And back you go. So there's some really nice fish working out here. You can see them porpoising a little bit. There's some really nice fish. I've seen a couple out here that look to be 14-inch fish. I may have to rest this area, though. I'm still catching fish here. You know, I'm not complaining about the action or anything, but it doesn't seem like they're in as close as they have been. Seems like I'm having to cast out a little bit further, but that's all right. Now it's around 12:30. This is like my 15th fish. I've caught several that I didn't video, but this one's kind of interesting. This might be a hybrid of some type. The spotting on him, I'll just kind of show. The spotting on him, he looks like he might be a Yellowstone West Slope hybrid. I don't know. Not sure, but he doesn't have typical West Slope spotting. So, anyway, pretty fish. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make one more cast, and then I think I'm going to break for lunch. Like I said, I've had a banner morning. Just, I don't know, I've been fishing 2 hours and I've caught something like 15. Of course, he really tangled me up here. That's all right. All right, it's just a little bit before 1. I'm having some lunch. So either the fishing has slowed down, or more likely what's happened is I've caught 15 fish over here without moving more than 10 yards, and they're probably starting to avoid the area. So I really need, to rest it, which lunch will help that, and then maybe work over by the inlet some more. I don't know. The wind is not doing what I wanted it today. I was hoping for kind of a west wind or something where I would be able to work the eastern shore, but hasn't happened. Still, the way it's blowing, I might amble over to the outlet over there. That would be the northwest side there, and there's some areas that I like the look of, and that might be worthwhile. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, it's a little after 1, so just finished lunch, and I think what I'm going to do, it's a pretty lake. This is a pretty lake, very scenic up here, really scenic. Elevation's only about 7,700 feet. Water's quite cold, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move. The way the wind's, it's trying to make up its mind, but I think I'm going to go over to the outlet and I'm going to try to fish that shore over there. There's deeper water over there. I haven't fished it, just to kind of see how it is, and fish it before, I've still got a few hours left before I have to head out of here. Well, I've made it over to the far side of the lake. Crossing the outlet's interesting. You gotta have waders to do it. And I don't know that I'd want to do it in the early season. There's a trail here. Boy, it's a pretty lake. So wind on one side of the lake isn't the same as wind on the other side of the lake. That's something that it's a lesson I continually learn. You know, if the lake's big enough like this one is, it may be blowing one way on the other side of the lake versus the way, well, I was afraid it would be blowing away from here, and it's not, because you really, you know, all other things being equal, you want to fish the windward shore. So this shelf, this is the outlet bay. The shelf runs out here, and then there's the drop off is in here. And honestly, I wouldn't mind fishing that. So I need to find a place to drop my pack and stuff and get back to it. I certainly like the look of this. So the shelf, it hasn't completely dropped, but it's deeper in here. It hasn't completely dropped off here, but it's deeper in here. Enough depth to where these fish probably come in. This is really good looking water. Really good looking water over here. Unfortunately, that's no guarantee that it'll fish as good as it looks. I hope it does. I'm going to set my pack right up here, I think. And what have we here? Okay, so that's a caddis. And I wouldn't mind figuring out what kind of caddis that is. All right. Well, I was trying to move here, and I wasn't looking because I was navigating, and the indicator dipped under. I saw that I had no indicator, and I got a fish, and it's cut. So I had the indicator disappear one other time over here, so I missed one. He's another all right fish, and I don't have my net. My net's on my pack still because I'm kind of an idiot. That's all right. I'll fix that here pretty quick. So this is a deep. The shelf has kind of dropped. It's gradually getting deeper here, and it's you know, I mean, it's probably 3 or 4 feet deep in here, and rocky shoals, mud bottom, good place to use, and this is a nice fish. He might be my biggest one of the day. I don't know. He hit the dial balk. Another nice cut. Oh yeah, he's fat, really nice. Oh boy, look at him. Wow. Wow, baby. Look at that guy. He's my biggest fish of the day, I think. Very nice. Back you go. So this the shelf here, as it's getting deeper, it's not uniform. And so it really drops off here, and then the wind, it's not as bad as it was here for the moment, but you know, you throw it out here, it blows it right back at you, which is not a bad thing. Here comes a gust, though. Yeah, there's a good amount of wind over here. It's going to make the fishing a little tough over here because I'll have a harder time mending. I won't be able to put as much line out on the water. I mean, the good news is with a wind like this, though, the choppy water, they'll come in close. You you know, they feel more secure. So the way this kind of works is when the wind is gusting, you fish as best as you can, and in between gusts you make the best cast that you can and take advantage of the lull between gusts. And here, you know, I'm limited to roll casting because of the behind me is trees right down to the shoreline here. All right, I got another one here, I think. He nabbed the indicator, and then I hooked him, so he may be hooked in the belly, I don't know. One thing is for sure, I need to get my net. Yeah, he's hooked in the belly. That's why he feels so much bigger. Still, he's a nice cut. Yeah, that's what they do, is they nab the indicator sometime while he's hooked in the fin. They nab the indicator sometimes, and then of course what happens is I would be happy. All right, buddy. All right, he's a nice fish too. So this area over here seems to be, at least today, seems to be a little bit better for size. Come on. There we go. All right, he's gone. Good deal. Well, it's a little after 3. I'm counting time here. This side of the lake, I've caught 2. I just lost one because I wasn't paying attention when my indicator went under. I had one, you know, that I was fighting here, and I lost him. I looked and I saw the indicator had gone under, and I had been paying attention. So, but I'm fixing probably to pack up and head out. I don't know if the fishing's just a little slower on this side of the lake, or I'm not real clear. I don't know, or if it's, you know, or if the lake is, if the bite's gone off. I don't know. There's a few fish, like I said, I've caught over here, and they seem to be a little bit bigger. The water over here it's just gorgeous looking, but just it hasn't, I guess I haven't had the production I was hoping for, but you know, could be me, could be the time of day, or there may be something over here that they don't like. Things have certainly changed. It's probably about 3:30. It's clouding up. I need to get out of here. I'm gonna bag some water and get down the trail. Like I said, this side of the lake, beautiful water, but it didn't seem like it fished as well as it did over there. I caught 2, lost a couple others over here. Size seems to be a little bit nicer, but beautiful water though, beautiful water. Good day up here. I ended up catching and releasing something like 17 or 18, so